You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 19 of Deploying Dortmund. Now, we've got a lot of making up to do for all of the issues we had in the episode that I put up earlier today. If you missed it, basically what happened was our recording software crashed, we lost a load of footage, including our signing, 2 games, and that signing, if you didn't see it, was the Borussia Dortmund Aubameyang. We went and picked him up for about 70k, so quite expensive. Now, in this episode, we're in Division 1. If we manage to win 2 of our 3 remaining games, we will take down another Division 1 title. I think it may be our 4th in a row, but you guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm starting to lose count of how many we've won in a row. And if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FIFAUTonline.com. Their link is down in the description. Fast, cheap and reliable coin service. So you can see for the first time ever, the Aubameyang actually in our squad there. You can see in the right forward position at the moment. We're going to use him as a right forward. He's only getting 7 chem, but we need to rest Blazikowski, and to be honest, if we put anyone else there, they're going to get 7 chem as well. I mean, we could put Perisic there, he's going to get 7 chem. Doesn't really matter. We're always going to get 7 chem on that position, just because we don't have another right forward, basically, and there is no one that can play there. So, we're going to head into our first game, and we are going to come up against what looks like a very sweaty 5 at the back BPL team with informed Lukaku, team of the season Jagielka, and team of the season Williams, Kabul, it's got Walker, and it's got Clichy. So a very strong back line. We had the chance to take the lead, and I thought that we would take the lead through that shot from Royce. Fortunately, it didn't quite go in. Then Royce had another chance just after half time, and it didn't go in. And from that corner, he ended up breaking, and you see here him basically doozing me over with Fellaini, and Fellaini's got a cracking shot on him, and unfortunately that was the end of the action. Obviously it's very difficult to break down a 5 at the back formation. I really did struggle despite being the far superior player. You can see there the stats. I had 16 shots, 12 on targets, 59%. He had 7, 4 and 41. I mean, what sort of justice is that he's ended up winning? But that's the way a 5-2-2-1 works. You just sit back, you defend, and then you counter, and those counter-attack chances are always better than the, I don't know, 1 in every two, like, it's probably better than 2 chances that I would have had, because, you know, you end up coming one-on-one with the goalkeeper just because you end up pace raping, going past, and ending up scoring, as you saw there. Didn't actually work out that way with Fellaini's goal. I defended quite well, but Fellaini's goal still the same on the counter, on the break, and it was a bit unfortunate. So that was our first loss in absolutely ages. So in our next game, and we started off with a bang after all that misfiring in the last game. Royce with a very nice volley before making us 2-0 in the 13th minute. Good work from Royce, and he is putting in a performance in this episode, really does. And you see here again causing problems, just going around the player, and eventually getting a penalty. I thought it was a good tackle, to be honest, but we take the penalty anyway, and we are going to let Royce take it because we want him to get his hat-trick. Subotic isn't that much better than Royce at penalties, to be honest, and you can see that Royce is going to absolutely bang that one home. So we are 3-0 up in 21 minutes, looking pretty good, and trying to make up for that defeat in the last game. So we end up conceding one here. He goes through with Van Persie, and despite me trying my best to catch him up, I just couldn't. Both players were just a little bit too slow. I'm surprised Piszczek didn't catch him, but it doesn't really matter. We went 4-1 up. Another goal from Royce in the 43rd minute. So Royce is already on 4 goals in one half of FIFA. That's pretty good going. We then managed to get one with Blazikowski, who slips through in the 52nd minute. And then Royce manages to bag himself a 5th. Here he goes, over the top ball, straight into his path. And he simply smashes it in. No defending. I think the guy had put down his controller at that point, especially since he rage quit a couple of minutes later. So there we go, we take down the 3 points. That is very important because it does mean we have a chance at winning the division, but we are in the sticky situation where we need to win our final game, and it is crunch time. This is where we need to step up to the plate and hit it out of the park, because we want to win that title and we don't want to fall short and not get that free pack and the coins that go with it. So we're going to make a signing to make our team a little bit stronger, and it is going to be informed Götze. He is going into the centre mid position, 4-3-2-1, and we got the cheapest one on the market. Unfortunately, it was in our formation, everything perfect. So here we go. He then gets dropped into the team. You see there him going into that centre mid position, and we can now check him off the list. So there we go. He is going to get that check mark next to his name, and we move 1 card closer to the end of this series. I'm starting to realising we're going to need to do a lot of trading, because I believe that we can only just about afford 1 man of the match card and the remaining black inform cards. So that means that we need to buy the other man of the match card, team of the season Royce, team of the season Lewandowski, and Team of the Season Guts. So lots of cards still to buy. Now we are in another game and we come up against a 5 at the back team. We take the lead through Royce. Good work from him. He is on really good form at the moment. It was a really nice goal as well. I think it was from the outside of his boot, sort of on the bounce. And then Royce showing what he's all about, getting involved, mixing it up and getting a goal in the 41st minute. So we're looking pretty good to win that title. As we all know, it is important that we end up winning this game. And then Lewandowski with a skill run, going past one player with those step overs before banging it into the back of the net to make it 3-0. He did manage to get one back with that big nose guy, Chiellini, and that was all she wrote. In the 80th minute he's managed to score, but he didn't manage to get any more. So we do take down that 3-1 result, and that means that we are going to be taking that sweet free pack and the division title. So there we go, you won the title. Only just got on the 21 point mark right on the head, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better next season, because I don't want it to be that tight again. So here we go, we're going into the pack section, and we have got our free pack, and we managed to pull Ainan. I was hoping that it may give us like a really expensive transfer player, but unfortunately it didn't. It just gave us that. So there you go, we do manage to get a right wing to right forward card, which we may need to use on a future informed Blazikowski, on the second inform when we buy him, but we'll have to wait and see. Also a couple of contracts, but the rest of it is pretty much garbage, so I think I discarded it all. So we are going to go into our final game of this episode, and we are going to go into a new division as well, and we come up against this guy. Let's see who he's using. Aaron Army, and he is using a 4-1-2-1-2 BPL team. He's got all the players that you don't want to see with all the pace. So we got Sturridge long, we got Lama, and we've got Lennon on the right mid. So a difficult game for sure, because just that much pace is difficult to handle. Now he ends up taking the lead through Oscar in the 3rd minute, I believe. That was a bit unfortunate, wasn't it? So we're already behind, but then in the 7th minute we managed to get a corner, ball ricocheting off one of his players, and from the corner we call on Big Felipe, who manages to climb well from the corner and score with his head. Good work, Santana, that's what you're there for. Now we are at this point 1-1, and then Royce goes on a lovely little skill run, managing to go past 2 players with a roulette, a ball roll to Ronaldo chop, and then finessed it into the back of the net in the 53rd minute. So looking pretty good, and we go full on dominance after this. And you see here Aubameyang going through, and I could so easily tramp from here, but I wanted to score with Aubameyang, so I just took it around his keeper and slotted it home in the 76th minute. And Aubameyang hasn't been scoring all that many goals for us, which was why I was surprised when he managed to do this. A really nice little goal, going past the player using 2 drag backs, eventually getting through and scoring from the edge of the box. So he managed to net himself a brace of goals. Really good work from him. Was actually quite surprised, because I haven't been enjoying playing with him all that much. You know, paces and everything, and he just doesn't seem to have like the finesse and the strength and everything else I look for in a striker to really play in amongst this team, especially in a 4-3-2-1, because you know your striker is actually more of a target man than your out and out scorer. So there you go, guys, that is the end of the episode. We take 3 points down from our first game. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you could please drop it a like, that would be absolutely incredible. But other than that, I'm going to have to stop talking. I will leave it there, and I will see you all next time.